Philippines. How are we all today? I'll give everybody a chance to get on. Hope all are well. Sorry I'm a little bit late. The clock in the sunroom is a bit slow. I think I need to get some new batteries for it. Oh, the topic today is our kids. And, our things have changed over the years with kids. With their schooling changes and everything like that, and they enjoy school. I know CJ enjoys school. Kids should be made to feel safe. Hey, Joe and Jenny, ¿cómo está? Kids should be made to feel safe going to school. And the one thing I'm a bit peeved about is here our kids enjoy and love going to school. They feel safe. You know, what I'm trying to say is that our schools versus US schools and versus those mindless psychopathic idiots out there. We we had a gun amnesty when John Howard was in. Buy back your guns. So everyone did. Bar me, but I had a license for mine. So, and mine are kept in a steel container at my cousin's farm in an undisclosed location under lock and key. I've got the key in my pocket here, so to speak. But your kids should be made to feel safe going to school and not have some twisted dumbass. I can say that because he's dead, and I'm glad the police shot him dead because it's a waste of taxpayers' money. People like him, okay, he has psychological problems. He was a loner. He was a cross dresser, apparently. So they had him pictured in a um, girl's dress. So, what does that tell your mindset? What he was like, And mum and dads, me in particular, should be able to drop our kids off at school and know they're going to be safe the whole day. After watching last night's news where the governor of Texas turned around and said there should be police with um, armed police out the front, one building, one door, and all the windows bulletproof. Shit, is it really coming to that in America? I know there's a shooting every day in America, so it doesn't surprise me. America today is like it used to be in the wild, wild west. Eventually, it's going to be interesting to see because, you know, are we waiting for the day that someone calls someone out in the middle of the street and face off? Is that going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. It's just hard to fathom. It's hard to, digest. We brought our little boy up to know in a loving, caring family, to know that he's going to be able to go to school safe in this country and the Philippines. Um, there's you can't take your gun with you when you go to the Philippines. Hi everyone. Hello Angels Away Nursery and other things. You cannot take your gun on the plane going to the Philippines. guns for a foreigner in the Philippines is not allowed, let alone their own people. The only ones that are allowed to carry guns in the Philippines is the police and the military, meaning Air Force, Army, and Navy. But in America, yes, I agree with you. And the only ones that can change it is the people. The people who have guns need to change. The people who have guns need to either take a good hard look at themselves and turn around and say, do I really need it? Rifles, my one, Winchester repeater, are locked in a safe at my cousin's property, and I have the keys, as I said, in my pocket somewhere, in an undisclosed location. They're no use without the bullets, and they're in a separate spot, out of harm's way, in the locked up. But our kids should be made feel safe to go to school, be able to sit in a classroom with their friends, and enjoy playing out in the playground at playtime, lunchtime, and afternoon time. They shouldn't be made to feel that they're under guard, under security, lock and key with two armed police. You need in America, sorry, not the Philippines. I take that back. Yeah, well, it's the same. You've got this similar to the same rules as we have in Australia. We had a gun amnesty. We handed all our guns back, as I said, by me and a few farmers, because we needed to control, uh, put down stock if they go lame. Hello, any sales? Um, if our stock fall, whether it be snake bite or whether it be something else, or they're ill, our rifles are used to put them down, and that's all they should be used for, nothing else. Um, but your kids should be made feel safe to go to school and enjoy life. Um, it's hard to comprehend, and look, I know some of you have seen me walk around the asylum up here. Places like that should be still open. Should be still caring. You know why they closed them down? Because carers got sick of caring for them, because they put really psychotic people in there. And also, there used to be psychotic people up there. And there used to be people with Alzheimer's, dementia, because back then it was classed as insanity sort of type thing. They didn't really know what Alzheimer's and the other one is. Um, Dementia. Sorry, I didn't really know back then what that was. So, you know, it's a touchy subject, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but I think I think the president needs to do something about it. The blame and the fault lies directly straight at him. Hey, Lady Marty, basically, he's the one that should be able to. But the trouble is, in America, the gun control, the gun lobby controls the presidency. Go figure. Like, I thought the presidency was the highest thing in America. Now, he should either come up with three ideas. One, a registry for guns that everyone register, take their guns to the police station, register. That way they can control who's got what. Crims aren't going to do that. So, it's one of those things. I was a little bit late this morning, guys. Sorry. But that clock up behind me is right, and the one out there in the southern area is about 10 minutes slow. Yeah, so, he's either got to come up with a gun registry where everyone hands in their firearms or and registers their rifles. The other one is a buyback gun amnesty. The other one is you take your firearms back to the police station and they will put them under maybe a lock and key, maybe have a big safe area where your gun gets a tag put on it, your name, and gets put in a safe, and your ammunition with your name on it gets put in the safe. I'm good, thank you. And that way, if you want to go shooting, or you are shooting for pigs, or shooting, putting the cow down, you can go to the police station and pick up your rifle, take it home, do what you have to do, bring it back, and they re-put the tag back on it and put it back in the gun thing and lock it up. It should be like a big gun safe. People need to feel safe. The general public need to feel safe. I know everybody, and it's in your constitution, but I really think it's time that the constitution in America was changed and your kids were made feel safe. Every day in a different part of Hello, Marlene. Hello, Kevin and Gemma, sorry. Every day you wake up, some people in America wake up with oh, great, have breakfast, do this, do that, go to work and feel safe. A mate of mine, he lives in Africa, and he has to carry a firearm everywhere, and he has to take his wife to wherever he's going, because if you pull up to sell lights and you're in a BMW and you have four people over in the far corner, I'm not going to be racist, just say 4 people on the intersection, looking at you because you're in a beautiful BMW that you saved up so much for and worked so hard. There's a lady in Africa about 3 years ago. She's driving in a certain area and she must have, been oblivious to where she was. And these 4 men came over and one took her out of the car and the other one undid the baby seat and took the baby and the kids out of the car, and they just took the car. 2 months before that, same sort of scenario happened, but they shot the lady because she wouldn't give her car over. So, which to me, what's more valuable, your life or a piece of metal? Seriously, go figure. But I just think that America needs to change their constitution and do something about this gun lobby, and they need to be put in line. Seriously, how the hell they tell the president what to do is beyond me. It's got to stop. It's got to stop over there right now, because it's not gonna get better. It'll just keep getting worse. It doesn't matter what you do, but your kids should be made to feel safe going to school. And from Arlene, me, and CJ, our love and our deepest heartfelt sympathies go out to those people, those kids, the families of those kids that were shot, the 19 children, plus the 2 school teachers who tried to think. Nobody knew what was in the mind. Semi-automatics should be, the government should deal with the gun shops, be made to hand them back to the US Army and put in lock and key somewhere. Fortunately, it is too late to shut. Yes, I agree with you, Kevin. There's nothing much we can do at the moment, but maybe this should be a example to what shouldn't happen. And I'm sort of getting a disloyalty and distrust. Um, would I go to America? No way, not anymore. You know, I had a great fondness for America and Americans. I love their history, the 1800s, early 1700s to 1800s. I love their history, but now that's all changed. Would I go to America? Would I take CJ to Disneyland? No, I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even contemplate going to America. It is far out of my time zone. I would rather go back to the Philippines, and I would rather live in the Philippines. Do I talk to anyone in the Philippines? Do I talk to any foreigners in the Philippines like myself? No, I don't. I keep pretty well much to myself in the Philippines. Kids, yes, kids should be, get up in the morning, get them dressed. I'll get CJ dressed. He's at kinder now. Um, I get him dressed. I get his breakfast. I love him. He's adorable. But to see that and see the smile on his face every morning, it is just the rays just light up my heart. He's just a gorgeous kid, and all kids are the same. We're going to a party tomorrow at 2:30. All kids are going to be there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be at a fun place local around here. But you know, you look at the worst thing. Not just our country. America did the same. Did away with the asylums because people didn't want to work there anymore. Um, the sick, criminally insane are locked up forever. Can never get out. Be lucky to get their meals under a door. Um, in a prison, they just shove them under the door now. I've got a friend that works in corrections. He told me they've got like a little flat, and they put their meal under the door. If they eat it, they eat it. If they don't, well, that's up to them. They either die hungry. Sorry if I'm not answering the replies. That's a cool one. But, as I said, by the way, Annie, I meant to tell you, Arlene apologises for what she said. She didn't mean it. She doesn't know you, so it was pretty hard. And Filipinos can be very jealous. You just have to ask Kevin and Gemma and any other Filipino. They guard their husbands with like a lock and key sort of thing. So just I apologise for her because she's not here to apologise for herself. She's at work, but she's sorry she did what she did or said what she said. So, but yeah, um, it's hard. It's hard lot. It's a hard thing, and to see, you should be able to take your kids to school, especially in America. And I don't know what she. No, it's okay. Don't know about it. Um, you should be able to take your kids to school and know they're going to be safe. And people, the kids, mums and dads should be made to feel safe going to work. You know, the world would be a lot better place without guns and that. But then you've got the issue of, oh, what about knives? What are we going to eat? Well, in India they eat with their hands. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, they eat with their hands. There's no knife and fork over there. But that'd be very silly coming from a Western point of view, really. But when you look at it, it's hard to fathom, and I just can't digest what happened. And I feel sorry, as I said, and our heartfelt sympathies go out to the families who have lost their kids, and to the boyfriends and girlfriends who have lost their asabas or their husbands. Yeah, well, maybe so. Maybe that. Maybe that state has decided to do away with guns and that, and so they should be under lock and key, and there should be armed guards on there, taking them to the scrap yards and made sure that they get put in a furnace or something like that. Yeah, you should be made feel safe to go to work and go to school, go out to a nightclub. Well, we're not. You know, we're not. We've had um, going to pubs and bashings and stuff like that. Yes, there's been the odd one or two shootings in the Philippines where the Filipinos robbed a foreigner. With But you look at Filipinos in general; they're all good people, and so are Filipinos. There's just, as they say, there's that majority out there that have got something missing. So but I just feel for the families of those kids, and the boyfriend and or the girlfriend of the person that was shot. They haven't released names. I don't think they're going to yet. It's just it was a sad day for them yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And, something should be, as Joe said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But hey, let's stop that. It's got to get worse before it gets better, because that's a dumb mentality. And I'm not saying you're dumb, Joe. I'm just saying you've got to fix it before it gets to the stage that it's got to now. And the governor of Texas should stand down and a new governor be appointed. The president needs to grow some balls in America and change the attitudes of those who have rifles. Those people who hang out halfway, good morning. Those people who have got guns, they gotta change their mindset and just use that mindset for, oh, I got a cow down, or oh, my sheep's down, or I've got to put some livestock down because it's a drought. Just using guns on people. You look at, um, it's not good. It's not good. We should be living in peace, not living in thing. Have to go now. Take care. Catch up later. No worries, mate. Will do. It's a far cry, but as I said, Joe, the mentality is it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's got to drop. Your country's got to do something about the guns, and we did. It works. Yeah, okay, your crims are going to have guns, but what do you do? Um, Police have got guns. The only ones, as I said, that should have weapons like that should be the Army, Navy, Air Force, police, and that should be it. No one else. Not even security. Uh, yes, they should have guns and they should be registered. Every gun should be registered, tagged, and at a police station in a safe security area that nobody can get to them except the police. And they should be very trusting in what they do, guarding, and what you do is you hand over your gun and you write it down, or it's yours, and the sergeant puts a tag on it and it gets put in the gun safe. And the bullets get put next to it with your name and address and that gets put in the gun safe. Everything should get locked up. I know police in the last couple of months in America have been question mark scrutiny. Probably sometimes for a good reason, sometimes for not. But okay, scenario, night time, policeman goes to answers a call to a lady who's seen a rapist or a peeping tom or something. He should have a firearm, even if it's a security area like a subdivision or that, and they're protecting that subdivision from a bad element. Yes, they should have a firearm, and yes, if they are shot at, they should shoot back, and if they shoot him dead, well, fine. It's a waste. It's no good walking over to him and crying and saying, "Why did you do that?" It's a kill or be killed mentality, but he's guarding people that are innocent and not doing anything and got things. People work hard for a living to get what they want. A beautiful house, beautiful car, a lovely family, and that should be it. But there are a jealous element out there that say, well, where do you get the money for that and stuff like that? And well, that looks nice. Maybe I should steal it from him. But then that puts you in their mindset, in a criminal's mindset. But when you look at it, it's just not good. And I just think that the mentality, it gets worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's got to stop now. Things should change, and the only one that should change that is the President of the United States. He should sit down and have a meeting with the gun control and sort this out, along with the chief of police in 50 different states should be made to come to a meeting with the president and the gun lobby, and they should just sit down and discuss it calmly and rationally, because the longer this goes, the worse it's going to get. And people need to chill out. And this life, life is life, and your life is valuable. You're brought into this world for a purpose to to have kids and um, enjoy life. Have fun and see what is good around us, nature. You know, enjoy the surrounds we have without going out. I know there's a lot of sick bastards out there, and some women feel threatened by men who think that they own them, and that that the man's going to lose everything because the woman um, has found another man and she wants half of her stuff, and she wants what she's put into it too. Well, that's why we have divorce courts and that. And if you can't take their thing, it goes 50-50 in my book. Half is hers, half is yours. What you came into the relationship with yours, and what she came in is half half. You know, we build our life on trusting each other, caring for each other. You know, life is one. Sometimes it can have its headaches, and sometimes it can be okay. But you got to remember one thing, guys. It's there to be cherished. Um, you got to enjoy life. Anyway, guys, this has been a short live stream. I'm going to catch you later. I've got things to do. I've got things to finish up. But we will be on tonight, 12 o'clock Australia time, 10 o'clock Philippine time. Hope you can join us. Take care, enjoy, relax, and have fun. Life's good. Bye for now. And as I said, to the families who have lost 18 kids or 17 kids. Yes, exactly, Annie. I'm sorry, Annie. I'm going to have to finish up. I've got a few things to do. But thank you for coming. I really do appreciate your support and everybody else's support. It's been gratefully acknowledged and appreciated. And as I said, our deepest from my family to all those 17, 19 people that were kids. The I think it was 17 kids and two adults that were shot. So I'll be on tonight, Annie Sow's, 12 o'clock AM Australian, 10 o'clock Philippine time if you want to pop by if you get a chance. Have a great day, guys. Take care, relax, have fun. This has been Scott Expat in the Philippines. Sorry the live's been short, but I've got a few things to do. But I came on and talked about just that little bit. We should look after our kids and no more guns. Please, guys, be responsible for what you have and keep them in a cupboard and just use them for putting down cattle that need to be put down. You don't need to use them on people. We're not at war with each other. Life's too short. Let's enjoy life for what we have today. God bless. Good night, wherever you are, and take care. Bye for now. Love you all. Mahal kita. Thank you.